Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legends of Another World, Curse of Saria. In the last episode we finished up the Mai Ruins side quest. We got Ivy's ultimate weapon, but perhaps more importantly got a good supply of AP for Ivy. Now, there are a few things left unresolved in the outside world, but some of them I know for definite are not in the game yet and will be in a future update. So when the time comes, I'm going to come back out to clear up the remaining loose ends. For now, it's time to head for the Trinity Palace. One thing Namida mentioned is that this was added in the update in which he first included the section of the Trinity Palace we're about to go into, but because I'd already kind of started it, I missed this announcement, which is that from now on these three shops sell every viable item in the game. So this one's for normal items. Nothing too surprising here. This one's abilities, so we can even get the plus 5% if we want. So that confirms that there are no strength plus 100s or any other higher level ones of these. I mean, we are pretty near the end of the game, so it's no surprise that there are no new types, but this confirms it for definite. We've got all the elemental abilities and status resists and proofs and strikes. And at the bottom, all the yellow abilities. Debuff resist is a particularly interesting case. I mentioned that in my low-level game, I found out that the very first cloaked merchant in the game, in Nyata, sells alchemy. And I didn't show this on camera, but I did a little bit of investigating in between episodes. The second one in Saria sells debuff resist. And what's interesting about that is that at the end of the game, I don't think this is buyable anywhere else. Of course, there's not much reason to buy it, because it's outclassed by debuff proof, which you can get from Sisona. But supposing you were a completionist who wanted to get one of every ability in the game, or even 7 of every ability, this shop lets you get more debuff resists. And finally, this is for I'm not sure, tools, that's the generic name for these. So bombs, grenades, and Alicia's tools, but not any of the ones with the present icon. The barriers, turbo boosts and the like. So that confirms that those cannot be bought, although I think there will be another source of them, probably from steals in the last dungeon, because otherwise the trades of 10 items for an ability would not make sense. Anyway, here is Aisha, if we talk to her. There you are, come on, we can't afford to waste any more time. But we are going to take a little bit more time before going in, because the moment has come. I want Aisha in my front 4 instead of Amanda, and because she has a somewhat limited range of abilities, Ivy is going to use black magic from now on instead of AP Turbo. So I think she's got enough AP for the rest of the game. She will gain a bit more from remaining encounters and bosses. But I don't mind if she never gets a complete skill set. or even 2 of them. That would be quite difficult to achieve. So we can learn. Level 1 elementals would... I'm probably not going to even go for level 1 elementals, actually, because Aisha has the elementals covered. So I want to get, firstly, Flare and Disaster, and then some of the status inflicting skills. Well, I can get almost all of them. Getting them in order from the top downwards means I can't get Curse or Slow yet, but I will be able to soon, so that's fine by me. Just have a quick look at equipment. I do want to put Magic Trainer back on instead of Multi-Proof. I think I'm mostly fine with where the other trainers are. I'm not sure if Amanda needs the agility though, now that she's no longer in the front 4. Then again, they all have pretty good agility. But for those times when I want to swap in another member, I think it's actually either Harley or Vince I'd like to improve their agility more. I'll go for Harley. Okay, so with that done, save, and let's enter the Trinity Palace. And there's another debuff proof, I was just talking about those. And of course I made good use of them in the battle against Relica, after ignoring the existence of those abilities for the entire rest of the game. Oh, hang on, do I have... does anyone have no encounters at the moment? Because I don't want... Ivy. Ivy, you have done a bad thing, and you must go out and come back in and do this properly. Not sure what to put on, so I'll just go for the multi-proof again. Or maybe one of these. Yeah, auto wall sounds good. Saves me a turn in putting that on. Okay, we've got our first new enemies. Curseling and Alidile. Let's scan them in left to right order. Makes as much sense as anything else. 35,000, weak to light. I'm not that interested in statuses for normal enemies. I'll just get on with casting light. Nothing to steal. So in that case, you know, maybe I should put Amanda back in for something like this. I don't want the other one to die too quickly when I haven't scanned it yet, or checked its steel, so I'll kill that one off. $45,000. Yeah, that seems well within the range I can handle. Oh, it does have something. Okay, that's why I want Leanna to be back in. It doesn't seem very threatening. Aisha doesn't have very much in the way of white magic. It's good to have a white mage in the front row that does have Fiorona though. Shattering bomb. Oh well, at least I found out. Oh, that reminds me that now that Amanda is no longer in the front row, it was okay for that battle, but I really should put an EXP draw on her, and I don't have another one. Okay, I'll just go and get one quickly. Okay, moving on. Are these, they are flare roaches and not a new variety. That's a relief. Well, I'll flare them. Oh hey, it turned out to be a good thing I put the auto wall on Ivy. And this at the back is a misfit. Nothing to steal. Let's get a scan anyway. Ooh, 60,000. Quite nasty, so let's try to get rid of the roaches first. Okay, that's pretty strong. What do we know about... I wasn't trying to do that. Trying to look at its statuses, but it didn't work because I had an all-targeting skill selected. It is vulnerable to weakness and meltdown. So I should get Tara in and try to... And time for Ivy's first black magic cast. Yeah, she has a good magic stat. And Aisha's physical attack is pretty good as well. Oh, that reminds me, when I was looking in between episodes, I noticed that Harley doesn't have EXP Turbo on anymore, and I would like him to have it. I don't think I'm going to get most of my party to level 9, but maybe I can get Harley there. Slim chance. Okay, the chest is there. This is the way forward. And that's a 2 wide gap, so we've got to go around. Okay. So, you're here. And you're with them? Oh, but we already knew. And I knew you already knew. So these are... right. Yahweh and Tamiku. Your plan will never work. There is no limit to our power. But that means we can let you play a little longer. And with that other guy who showed up too. This will be interesting for us. Other guy? I couldn't tell you. I no longer have a connection to the Trinity. I don't know what they're thinking. You think it's Coda? No. I think it's your mom. We're pretty much dealing with Coda, the Trinity, and Lunaris all at once here, and you're telling me to lighten up. Yes. Whatever. So does this mean they don't know what you're thinking either? I'm not sure. I think so. I mean, it seems like they didn't know that I knew that they... well, you get what I mean, right? So can you tell us what the plan is? Well, if we leave the Trinity around, they can recreate Lunaris anytime they want. So we can't destroy Lunaris until the Trinity are gone. Gotcha. I mean, wouldn't that throw off the balance anyway? But the balance wouldn't matter. What do you mean? Oh, right. I mean, it won't really matter for that. Who we take out first. Anyway, Yahweh and Tamiku will be easy enough. All we have to do is defeat two gods. No biggie. So is Xeon the catch, or the part that's actually easy? Do you even need to ask? We should keep moving though. I'll tell you more as we go. Oh dear. Right, how do we get to these? Through another random encounter that we've already seen. Okay. Excellent. I used up a couple of Phoenix wings in the Mai ruins. Nice to have them back. And a purifier. Oh, this is a nice little loop thingy. These are the curselings that we've already seen, and that's a order, so that one's new. I've already forgotten whether the curselings had anything. They don't. The one in the middle does. Okay, weak to light. And that kind of thing is why I'm glad I have... oh dear. I was going to say is why I'm glad to have someone on the front line who can cast Fiorona, but then she died. Okay, neither of those is really much of a problem. Oh, it got rid of her MP though, and that's annoying. Hang on. Okay, the one in the middle does have the most starting HP, so if I put Amanda in and do a disaster, maybe I can take out the others without taking it out, and it's got 12,000 left. Okay, got one of them at least. And the other one. Oops. At this point I'm just going to cut to when I get the steel. I'm glad I did that because it was actually a hyperlixir, so that confirms that I can get an unlimited supply of those if I want. Here we go again. So I can go past the door now to this other loop, but I don't think... no, there's no chests here, so that was pointless. So, another room much like the last one. 3 tomes. Not really something I'm likely to use at this point. There was another chest in the bottom right. Okay, this is new. Steelworks. A nice reference, considering that Namida is someone I know from the Lemmings forums. Oh, it does have something. Ooh, solidity. I do have this spell to take those off again. Okay, we've already taken out quite a mighty barrier. I thought that might be it. That's the blue magic item for solidity, which we already have. So let's just take this down as quickly as possible. You know, I think that's the first time it's had a turn. Okay, meltdown. So that should make Flare even stronger. Not that it was necessary considering how little HP it had left. Hey, I'm levelling up fast, and Ivy's got a good amount of AP already, and Alicia's getting very near that 2000 target. Not bad. Money. That reminds me that, so I've got 400,000 at the moment. One of the cloaked merchants had 1 million, and next time I'm back out in the real world, so to speak, I would like to have a look at whether I can get up to 1 million by selling a few things, obviously after saving, just to find out what he's got. Okay, we've seen all of these. And I get a force field drop from that battle. So that's one of Alicia's items. That's the one that casts aura. So that's one way to get more of these. But if they're drops, and not necessarily 100% drops either, then I might have to do quite a bit of grinding to get up to 10, and I'm not sure I would bother to do it. I was on that path on the far right though, I think. I want to see what's at the end of it. MP lock. What's that? It sounds like an ability. Here we are. Gives immunity to MP damage, so things like osmosis. That could be useful, but Ivy is my only MP user, really, and she has 1 MP cost, so if her MP gets depleted I can get it back with a single cast of Faith. So I certainly won't bother putting that on. And we have our first level 80 party member. Something interesting happened in that fight as well. One of the Curselings put Zombie on Alicia, and that reminded me that there are situations in which having a party member with Curona doesn't necessarily give me a get out of jail free card. So, level 80. Wow, maximum MP is 987. Does he still have the MP trainer equipped? He does. Time to take that off, because the MP is about to hit the cap. So, that can go to Amanda, I guess. She's the only other party member who would really have use for it. Leanna has exactly 999 AP. Alicia's close to 2000. Okay, good time to save and move on. I'll have to go around to reach this chest. I do like these encounters because the last 2 times I've gotten the Hyperlixir on the first try, so it's not actually a very rare steal, even though I did have a bit of trouble getting it the first time. All that for just an antidote. Strange thing to have lying around the endgame dungeon. Anyway, I've been gaining so many levels, I decided it was time to have another look at my party member's status. Harley has 998 MP, wonderful. And his agility is getting quite high, so maybe it's time to turn that over to... Amanda currently has the lowest. Vince is also low, I don't use him much. But Amanda has just taken over the MP trainer, so I will pass on the agility trainer to Vince. And were there any others? Well, I was thinking, I know that enemies like the Transient, that are basically meant to be invulnerable unless you put Weaken and Meltdown on them, have always had 255 defense, so I think 255 is the cap for the stats from strength to luck. And Alicia is going to hit that cap if I keep the strength trainer on her for the rest of the levels. I'm not sure if I want that to happen or if I should give Leanna another turn with it. I'll leave it on her for now. Ivy's magic is a long way from the cap still, so she can keep hold of that. Especially as she is now my only front row mage. other than Aisha, and I can't do anything with her stats. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. We've seen to the right of this. So let's have a look. Oh, this is a nice little thing. I can only go on these tiles. That lets me get... Oh, defense plus. Right, who could do with that? I'll give them to Tara. Why not? And right, down here and then this way. Blue aroma. I think that's an Alicia item. Let's check. No, I don't see it. Surely it's not an ability. That wouldn't make sense. Rare item? No, I must have just overlooked it. Oh, I do have... Yeah, that teaches solidity, but yeah, she already has that. Blue aroma. Where is it? Okay, I'll have to ask Namida to help me with that one. I did not see it. Anyway, it looks like time to fight a boss. So I'll definitely save here. And I don't need trainers for this. You've already got use special and double hit, but put on ultra damage. And we don't know what this boss is going to... Do I want to change anything else? Auto wall is a fairly good choice for you. Hang on. Alicia could have an auto haste. I don't have an auto haste. Either that or someone else is wearing it. Amanda, and she's not even in my front line. So I have quite a lot of these now. I really should be making use of them. Leanna can get the auto regen then, why not? Well, why not is that maybe the enemy I'm about to encounter casts zombie, and that would make it a bit of a bad thing if I put auto regen on. Well, we'll soon find out. Oh, it's obbies. And they cast pretty much every status in the book. Wonderful. I should have, yes, Esuona. Sorry about that. I noticed the recording was lagging a little bit, so I've closed my internet browser. Hope that makes the difference. And let's start the fight again, although I do have a bit of an unfair advantage now in that I know what I'm about to be faced with, so I'm going to put multi-proofs on. But what would I take off? I guess I can take off auto wall for this. Auto haste is more important in case they have steals. Okay, I get hit with slow. Oh, ribbon. And a remedy. Oh, they had different steals. That does make me wonder. Maybe I should try stealing from them again. Anyway, Disclona. It takes off all positive statuses, but also slow. Useful thing to know if your own party gets hit with slow. Okay, nothing more to steal from the side ones at least. And they have 19,000 HP, so I should be able to take them down fairly easily. Do we know about the middle one yet? I'm not paying attention. Ancient Obby is what it's called, and nothing to steal. Casts instant death, which is wonderful. Ah, Butterfingers. I wanted to put Harley in, of course, to revive Aisha. And that's gotten rid of the side ones. Just this left. Okay, 320,000 HP. We've already taken a good bite out of that. Let's keep going. What do we know about its statuses? High resistance to weakness and meltdown, but it can be afflicted with them, so let's try that until I get them to hit. That will speed up my damage dealing. Okay, about halfway down. And I really ought to have had Ivy cast haste on herself a long time before this. Well, I've done it now. Okay, it's very close to the end now. Just in case something happens, like with the Grand Obby, I'm going to switch Harley in and your Ivy. And there you have it. Ooh, 100 AP. And a whole lot of status healing things. Okay, let's have a look. So Alicia can learn Toughen now. She has Gamble, Draw Physical, Draw Magical remaining. I don't care about getting any of them. I probably will get them if she gets more AP just to round out the list. But Liana... Oh yes, Liana was waiting to get Mix. She's made a fair amount of progress towards that, so she might actually get it. Ivy... Curse or Slow. Slow is the more useful of the two, probably. So I'll get that first, but can get Curse very soon now. And let's see what's through here. Is that a clone of Aisha? The Great Hall, I suppose that's pointing back to where we came. This one is the Spirit Chapel, the Garden of Memories, and the Temple of Life. This room should be pretty safe, but if we leave it, we're in danger again. So can we talk a bit about what the plan is? Alright. So, as I said before, Yahweh and Tamiku will be the easy part. But Xeon just exists within them, so if we destroy them, we get her too. Well, kind of. The thing is, we destroy one, the other brings them right back. Which means we have to take them both out at the same time. Yes, Alicia, you would know about that, wouldn't you? Yes, and I'm sure the two of them together is no threat to us, right? None at all. Calm down a second there. No, there's no way we'd ever hope to defeat the two of them together, but alone we could take them. But we need to defeat them at the same time. I see the issue. Oh, we're going to split into two teams of 4 again. That would be... we don't have to fight both of them together, we just have to fight both of them at the same time. So half of us take Yahweh and the other half take Tamiku. This will be interesting. And that would also mean Xeon's attention is split between the two fights, wouldn't it? I didn't even think of that, but yes, you're completely right. So, we destroy them. Once we get the chance, that is. What next? It does sound like Coda's come here too. We simply cannot risk breaking the seal on Lunaris while Coda's around. So if we don't find Coda before we find the Trinity, he's our next target. And when that's done, it's time to go confront Lunaris directly. Shouldn't we find Coda first? Killing him won't affect the world's balance. Tara, what has gotten into you? Yes, we'll be under pressure for time when the Trinity are gone. It's better to get Coda first, surely. It won't be an issue, trust me. Alright. So right now our first task is to find the Trinity again. Up here is the Garden of Memories, and behind that, the Master Chamber. That's probably where they'll be. But the warp is inactive. I might be able to restore it. No luck, but I think I just brought the other two back online. I was pretty close to unlocking it. If we can create a bit of disturbance in the world's balance, I can do it. And how are we going to do that? There's 3 monsters around here that hold a particularly strong influence over it. If we defeat them, it should do it. What is this plot? That ancient obby was one of them. Us beating it is probably why I could do the other two warps. let's see where the other two warps take us. Right, so we have to go through here and fight a monster, and go through here and fight a monster. And here's a save. Oh, you will now be able to come directly to this room from the balloon. That's nice to know. Anyway, here's a save point, and I think this is where I'm going to leave it for this episode. Yes, we've got quite a task in front of us, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the rest of this dungeon holds in store. See you for that next time.